Hi, Pete Gustus with the Small Business Resource Center. I wanted to give tips on how to improve your business during a quarantine. Now, apparently, a lot of people, of course, are having their business location shut down, or they're told they can't even work remotely because of the quarantine. By remotely, if you're in a service business, that means meeting clients, doing the things that you would have to do to service them and get paid for your service, or if you're an employee, get paid for the hours you work. So, what I did is I came up with 10 tips to improve your business during a quarantine. Tip number one, stick to a schedule. Make sure you come up with a schedule. Of course, if you just wake up and don't have anything to do, you're probably just going to watch Netflix or TV. Uh, not going to be very productive. At the end of the week, nothing's going to get done. You might be a little fatter, but besides that, nothing's going to get done. So I recommend sticking to some type of schedule. You might make a general schedule and say, okay, for a couple hours a day, I'm going to do this, a couple hours a day, I'm going to do this. And of course, if you're on quarantine, the rest of the day, you have to watch TV or whatever you're going to do. Okay, number two, don't check social media. I recommend limiting social media unless your business is a business where you get business from social media by advertising or posting. But it seems like there's a lot of negativity and a lot of bad news. And when you're looking at that type of thing, of course, that just probably makes you feel bad. And your attitude has a lot to do with what you do. I'm always a happy person. Well, I shouldn't say that. 99% I'm happy. Even during this, I'll do what I have to do. And every day I do a little bit of work. Number three and two are almost the same. It's avoid distractions. One thing that I would recommend is when you're working, you might want to try to be in an office type situation if you don't have an in home office, because if you have the TV on, other people are in the room, you're playing video games, or of course, social media, unless social media is your business or that's how you're getting your business from, you may want to try to avoid those distractions because next thing you know, 2, 3, 4 hours goes, and then you say, oh, well, I don't feel like doing the 5 things that I plan to do today. The next thing that I would say is make a list of 10 people to call daily. And the reason why I would recommend this is if you have a list of past clients, current clients, or prospects that you did not close yet for your business, or that might come and bring you business, you may want to talk to them about setting up appointments in the future, any unresolved issues or any concerns they have. Of course, the main reason to do this is to stay in contact with them, let them know you don't have the coronavirus. I know that may sound a little crazy, but I've had actually people tell me, hey, with all the traveling you do, I shouldn't meet you. And I'm like, well, I'm completely feel fine. I understand the whole window that you might get the coronavirus, but you can plan for the future and see how they're doing. Next thing you can do is check your advertisements and social media pages. When you're looking at any ads that you have, social media pages, websites, sometimes they're not updated. I know I've been guilty of that myself. But it's always good to check them. And sometimes you might even want to say, okay, I'm just going to update them and freshen them up. I know when I was on the plane to Florida, or excuse me, where was I? Okay, it must be the coronavirus. On the way to California, where I just came back from, since the flight is 6.5 hours, about 3 hours on the plane, I updated some of the thumbnails and some of the photos that I use online just to give them a fresh new look. So that's one thing you can do when you have time. When you're busy, like myself, by the time I'm done working the end of the day, last thing I want to do is update graphics. It's not boring. I guess for some people it's fun. For me, it's not. I can do it, but really don't feel like it. Okay. And number 6, see if anyone locally could use help. Keep in mind there's a quarantine, but I'm sure there's people who may be older, they might be sick, or might be in a situation where this is drastically affecting them. So I would recommend trying to reach out locally. You can post something online, or if they could be on the list of people, give them a call, say, hey, I know you're, such and such a situation. Can I help you get groceries? Doesn't mean you have to pay for them. I mean, just get them for them. They can reimburse you, or you can pick them up if it's one of those things where they can pay online. But some people might be in a scenario where they're not able to do the things they have to do. So, offering a little bit of help could be great. In regards to that, I'm also going to put a link, a 5-day challenge. There's a 5-day challenge that I had started. Unfortunately, because of this whole quarantine and the coronavirus, I kind of had a little issue with it. But the 5-day challenge was to actually spend about 1 hour to maybe 3 hours a day to try to help friends, family, somebody in your neighborhood, a charity or a nonprofit organization for 1 week, just for 1 week. I mean, it would make a big impact. I'm going to put the link there, and I'm actually going to be working on the challenge this week, so I'll be posting on what I do. But imagine the amount of people you can help, and if you're in quarantine or you have your business shut down, you have a little bit of time to help someone in need. So it'll make you feel good. Trust me. Also, take a break. Just because you are in quarantine, if you have work to do, you should take a little bit of break for yourself. Tip number 8, have plenty of hydration, and don't overeat. Of course, if all you do is overeat, you're going to get fat. If you don't have enough fluids or hydration, of course, that is not good for you also. So that would be 8. And number 9, take time to de-stress. A lot of things you do with all the news and the media and the fact that your business is being shut down, it's easy to feel stressed out. So I would recommend de-stressing. Get up, you can stretch. There's breathing exercises, Wim Hof, Wimhof. If you look that up, you'll see breathing exercises. There's stuff like Tai Chi you can do. There's also Falun Gong you can do. There's stretching exercises, yoga, I guess Pilates, you name it. You could probably do something to de-stress yourself. One of the things I also used to recommend with people that said, hey, I'm stressed out, what do I do? I recommend screaming, and I know that sounds stupid, but people I have told to try this that are stressed, that none of them told me they don't feel any worse. You could just scream, say some bad words, yell. If you're mad at someone, they don't even have to be in the room. Or have, I shouldn't say someone or something. You could be mad at the coronavirus, but if you scream, get it out of your system, and actually maybe do a couple jumping jacks or push-ups. It makes you feel good. Don't ask me why, but if you do it for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, just let out your feelings, do it verbally, do it loud, probably say some vulgar stuff, probably make you feel good. And number 10, organize your next day and plan the following week. Of course, quarantine, lockdown, or reduction in business is not going to last forever. So you got to decide, okay, what's my next step going to be? What am I going to do tomorrow? And also, what am I going to do next week? Okay, my business is going to be back open, so I'm going to have to get things going back to normal. Back to normal, of course, if you made 10 calls a day, you're probably going to have something set up where you can start to have immediate business very quickly. If you don't do nothing except watch TV, well, all I can say is God bless you. But if you follow these 10 tips, I can guarantee that you might even be doing better than before the quarantine. But at a minimum, I don't think you'll be doing worse. So there's my 10 tips. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you need for help. Pete Gustis Small Business Resource Center. Have a great day.